Hello everyone, welcome back to Dog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Farming Simulator 25. We're in Season 1 and now Episode 17. Well, kind of early morning, it's just gone 7 AM. I was talking to Grandpa Walter here about a few things. We seem to be on track, I think. Is that right? No? Yes? Doesn't say a lot, but yeah. Kind of seem to be doing okay, I think. One thing I didn't look at was what happened to the honey over here? We still collecting? Oh yeah, we still are. 455 litres. Yeah, it does take an awful long time. So I did do a few things off camera, which is really good. We've got to do some selling in today's episode, but it'll be probably just the timber. I think the beams are fetching about 10,000 each. There's 2 of them there, and 5 for each of the planks. There's about $30,000 worth of timber sitting on the trailer. The wood planks over here are probably due to come out fairly soon, because they get kind of produced twice as fast as the beams, but they're only worth half as much. This trailer's actually, well, she looks like a terrible way of stacking, to be honest, but so that's the second trailer that's filled up at the moment. My rough guess or estimate is that if I leave the lettuce, which apparently is not a perishable in this game because it just sits there, doesn't deteriorate at all, if I leave it on the trailer, then I can wait a few months and sell it at the peak price would probably be the cost of the trailer. So, I'm really seriously thinking about just buying another trailer, store this one over near the other one over there, and then, yeah, take the produce for probably October, November. So, where is it? Yeah, the prices for lettuce at the moment, we're kind of just coming back off the bottom type thing. So I reckon I would love to sell it in January, but at least sell it in December. And don't forget, whatever this price is, if I sell it at the small farmer's kiosk, I seem to get a little bit more. So I think I was getting middle to high threes when it was January last year. So we'll try to hold on a bit longer, and therefore I think I'm going to go buy another trailer. I think these guys don't need watering at the moment. I think I've already, yeah, 892 litres, so it's just under the 40. So I'm alright for that. Something I was going to show you too, though, in finances, look at this. My contract income for last month, September, was 73,270. There was a lot of contracts. So I've kind of, I think last episode I was back under 300,000 and now I'm back up to 357. So I did a lot of work off camera to get some of these contracts done, which is great. What did I say? 30,000 for wood would put us at about 385, 390. And if we do a few more contracts, we'd be at 40 at least. But you know what? These trailers, when they're chockers like this, they probably sell for about, good guess is 85 to 95,000 each. So I could potentially have 3 trailers to sell. I wonder if that's a problem. If you put too much on the market, does it drop the price? Like, is there a oversupply? I haven't seen that yet, so I'm not sure. But if it sticks to that kind of pricing, we're probably looking at $250,000 plus for all the lettuce that we're selling. And I guess in the meantime, I'm still selling, collecting and selling the wood. So that's still making a bit of money. And there is actually, if you have a look at this, where was it? Yeah, sold products. There's 2977 so far for October, but 9518 happened in September. I'm pretty certain that's the other greenhouse selling the lettuce on its own. I still don't think you make as much, but if all you have to do is fill it up with water and it just grows and sells itself, then yeah, that might be the end goal. Because I think down the track we might end up doing that with these guys if we're then concentrating on doing other farming. So I'm not sure. There's a lot of other industries that we can get into yet. So yeah, interesting times, I think. We do have to fertilise all the fields still. So that's another job. So do that in a sec. Let's take care of a couple of these things. So I'm gonna move without crashing into it. This trailer here. I'm not quite sure exactly where I'm putting it, but she's not the easiest thing to back in. In fact, it's almost impossible, I feel, to back it in. So we have to go somewhere to put it where we're kind of driving forwards. I'm wondering whether I just turn left here in a sec and just park it up against the side there. I've got to leave enough room to get round with other equipment and such, but she's quite a long little trailer actually. Is that out of the way enough? Because I'll probably take the other trailer out of the way first, so I think I'll just drop it there. There you go, 2 trailers pointing over in that direction, and over in that direction is the small kiosk or farmers kiosks where I can sell some gear. I need to go and pick up the trailer, I think, but I'll just zoom around here and show you something. So last episode we got the little mechanics workshop done down the end down there. But look at this. I actually cleaned with the Karsha the entire harvester. So let me just hop out for a sec. So yeah, I couldn't have parked that in any closer to this side. That was very touch and go, that. But she's all been washed. Look. She looks like a brand new little Massey. But yeah, washed it. Put it back in here. Don't think I'll ever use that trailer for the header. I'll just keep the trailer on. Decided to clean the roller and put that down here as well. In fact, I think I cleaned everything. Pretty much cleaned everything, I'm sure. Anyway, so we did all that. First up, yeah, let's go get ourselves... Actually, you know what I should do? Hang on. This tractor needs a little bit of fuel and some repairs. Let's try repairing. I mean, this is probably more useful, I guess, for the big harvester, because I don't have to take it down the road. I can just bring it down the back here and fix it. But our little bit of landscaping we did here to make it a little bit smoother to get in and out, I guess. Let's just park her in here and see if we can get it fixed. So what's that cost? 350 bucks. I'm not sure whether it's cheaper or more expensive to get this thing repaired here, but I suppose you still got to pay for parts and whatnot, so... Anywho, need to go get it fueled, which is fine, because we've got our own little fuel tank sitting back at the base there, so... Back in here, we might as well drive past it on the way to the store, so we'll fill up with fuel here on site. Yeah, see, the fuel wagon is actually in the shed just there, but see, that's another thing. We keep buying all this equipment, which is really handy to have that already paid for. We're not leasing it; we own it outright, which is really cool. Let's see, we're going to refuel from the tank. Yep. So that's pretty cool. Alright, let's go and get ourselves another trailer. And then we can leave it there to be filled with more produce. Wait for the school bus to go past. I could have taken off in front of it, but it is... Even the, even the school bus is faster than this tractor, so... Anyhoot, I was doing some contracts. I can't remember which tractor I had, but oh my goodness, one of them was absolutely flying. I think it was way over 60 k's. Might have been like 73 or something. I'm going, there are some really fast tractors around. I know there's like the world's fastest tractors in the game somewhere, but yeah, something a bit faster than 40 would be useful sometimes. And no one coming that way. Not that I do that very often, but you know, stopping at the stop signs and everything. It kind of makes the game feel more alive, I suppose, if you have things moving around and running and all that. But they do get in the way, and they do They're a bit cheeky, some of the traffic. Goodness me, they just turn right in front of you. Kind of more or less cause accidents themselves. I never see vehicles coming in and out of this street here though, thank goodness. Well, actually, it's a new month. I wonder if they've got some new deals here at the shop. So the trailer is going to appear in here somewhere, probably in this bay where I'm now. So if I just park up against this edge-ish, we should be able to get access to it pretty easily. Alright, so what specials have we got? It's a fishing expansion manure spreaders, we don't need that yet. Different types of crops. See, there's a pretty big tractor. Is that big or is that middle? I think it is big. 285 to 425. Yeah, that'd be nice. 50 k's an hour. See, it's half price and it's still 126. Man, she ain't cheap. Is it this one? Flatbed trailers? I think it is. That's the one. So we're paying 20,500 for these. And we get that back when we sell because we'll be selling at a higher price. I think a comparison would be if I sold it now I might get 70. Because what is it? 24 pallets at the current price, and I think it goes up about $1,000 a pallet. So yeah, I reckon I would easily cover the cost of this. So that's why we're buying it again. 3 of them there. And then we'll have them, so the next season, yeah, pretty much have, oh, do I need any, oh, I need fertilizer. Yeah, I kinda could have just brought the other tractor and then dragged that home with the fertilizer on the flatbed, I guess. Yeah, doesn't matter. I'll bring this tractor back with the fertilizer. I've got to get another 1,000, I think, fertilizer. Another 1,000 litres, so I think there's about 1,500 left in there. I'm not sure. This is fertilising our own crops, so might take a couple of 1,000 litres. So yeah, it is probably worth it. I'll come back. She's a beautiful morning in the game at the moment, and I think don't run into the oncoming traffic, even though you don't like the oncoming traffic. We'll have to go around the back way, won't we? I think. So weather-wise, it looks like, if you look up the top right there, it looks like it's sunny. I'm not sure what that means. A bit cloudy? Or is that no clouds? She looks like an empty cloud, so maybe it means no clouds. Is there someone behind me? I thought I could hear a car. So we're going to go in the back way because it lines up the trailer a bit better, I think. And if I can put it a bit kind of away from where I had it before, kind of closer to this road, or closer to the silo kind of thing, it might make it a little bit easier to get the products on and off. It's not massively tight, but it is kind of. At some point down the track we'll probably end up with a semi-trailer, I guess. Alright, so what I was thinking of was turning right into here a little bit sharper. Without... I am scratching the greenhouse, I think, by the way, True. Yeah, I was just thinking if I can do this, I think she'll be out of the way a bit more. Yeah, I think so. Okie dokie. Let me have a bit of a look here. So yeah, I can still get around that, but look at how much more room I've got to be able to move. There's no excuse now, Trev. You should be able to line them all up properly on the trailer. I'm going to go backwards the whole way, probably. So we'll hook up the fertilizer, go to the shop, get another 1,000 litres of fertilizer, and then I think we need to do a little bit of fertilising. Steady as she goes. How much further? Gee, she looked like she was a lot closer then. Little bit, little bit, little bit. There you go. That's magic, isn't it? How it just jumps on like that. I mean, I could just go and fertilise and then just stop and go, okay, I need to go back and get 2. Let's take the gamble, no one's coming. They can have fun hitting Hitting the fertilizer on the back of the trailer. This guy's going way too quick. Slow down. All you have to do is travel close to the middle line and they'll stop for you. Anyhow. So yeah, it's a really good morning in the game. Having a lot of fun with this game, I must say. There's so much to do, so much stuff to look forward to getting. Can I run into someone? I'm not sure. Yeah, so we haven't even touched... Well, you think about it. All I did was... This tractor that I'm driving, the Challenger, all I did was grab the original, which was 160 horsepower, and upgrade it to 225 horsepower. That's all I've done. Haven't bought another tractor. I mean, I've bought lots of other equipment, which has been pretty good. But yeah, I'd love to get some of these... Some of the equipment that you... kind of lease to do some of the contracts and stuff. Yeah, it's a bit mind-boggling. That, like I said before, I picked up a tractor to do one of the contracts, and gee, it was quick and a lot more power. You know, it's a lot more pleasant kind of a job when you have to go out and do ploughing and cultivating and whatnot, and you've got this tractor with so much horsepower. Alrighty, so consumables, we need... Should I just buy 2 and only use 1.5 and come back and fill up with the other later? I think so. That means I've only got to... I can come back to the store, but I only have to buy this once. 38.40, so that, you know, we'll hardly notice it really. Alrighty, so we'll fill up the first one. I think I can use it, yeah, so 2584 litres if you look down on the bottom right there, 2584. How much of the second one? Oh wow, okay, yeah, there's hardly anything left, to be honest. Where's the, N will close the cover, there you go. Alright. I'm not sure why we might need to come back to the... Well, it just sits there anyway, it's not like you lose it. Disappears or anything. It's kind of your little section of the store car park, I guess. I've got it. I was thinking about it. What was it I was playing? I think I was playing Gold Mining Simulator or something, and they had something where you could kind of put some of the stock, you know, some of the hoses and whatnot. And I'm thinking, this does it a lot better, really. I mean, it's been around a lot longer, I guess, and probably got a lot more sales, perhaps, I don't know. Yep. Too fast. No, wasn't over far enough. But yeah, I love the idea that you can kind of build yourself a big shed and then just go and grab pallets of stuff and just put it in there. It feels like you're hoarding, I guess, to a point, but it kind of feels good that you've kind of got yourself stocked up with everything. I don't know what that feeling is. I guess when people hoard in games, I think that's the warm and fuzzy feeling you get sometimes, as if, you know, you've got all this equipment and it's all yours and you've done well and blah blah blah. Alright, I will start maybe from the left hand side and we'll do all these 3 paddocks in the one hit, but just let me get out for a sec. I just want to prove that this is what we're hitting. So, yield bonus is currently plus 77 and it's fertilized once. I mean, I did fertilise it twice, but it didn't seem to count, so now it's a couple of months further on. I hope that's going to work. So we'll have to zoom right out here because it's just quicker to start down here and just do all 3 fields in one hit. Mind you, it's going to take a little while, but let's see. So we kind of, apart from the trees in the way, if we the worst scenarios we kind of do 4 runs. So let's turn it on and just see. Yeah, I think it's about there. Zoom right out. Alright, instead of doing each little rectangle, you can kind of see on the right hand side there, I do seem to be touching the grass. It doesn't take that long when you think about it. So that's kind of like we've done about, oh, we could probably almost do 3, but do 4 and you definitely cover everything. So yeah, I don't know, we'll just keep tabs. So we had 3,200 litres was what we topped it up with. I mean, we're kind of going to go a little bit nuts here. We're not going to do it perfectly, but that's why I was saying you can kind of see my wheel marks going through there. So I reckon if you're happy to do 4 and not 3, I think you could probably get away with 3. You'd have to be very accurate, but you can't see. Like, I mean, the GPS would probably help you, of course, but just doing it freehand like this, yeah, just overlap it a tiny bit. You lose a little bit, you use a tiny bit more fertilizer, but in the big scheme of things, it's not much. What I lose from doing this, well, what I gain is that I don't have to worry about not having fertilized any of the crop area. You know, I'm kind of well and truly covering it. So if I do turn around here, I just have to make sure I leave a gap on the left that's big enough for me to cover easily. I can see my tyre tracks way up ahead there, so that seems to be about right. But yeah, it just means, yeah, I lose a little bit of money, but the money that I do lose, I can pick that up just in one simple contract for a couple of grand maybe. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth worrying about. You might as well just use a little bit more than you need to and make sure you don't have to come back and cover another section of it. So I reckon by the time I come back, I will have used about 1,000 litres to do these 3 fields. And then also we'll just double check. I think that should be well and truly covering it. Yep. A little bit more to the right, Trev. Yeah, okay. We'll jump off when we get down or back to where we first started and just double check that it says 100% fertilised. I love this layout. Have a look at that. Early morning. See the little mechanics workshop there. See the other greenhouse. See, I do plan to put another greenhouse there, and I might do the same thing. Have to water it, but don't worry about anything else. Let it just self-sell, I think. Alright, well I think that is it. So we'll turn the fertilizer off. So what did we use? Just say 850 litres. So we don't even use 1,000 litres to fertilise these 3 fields. So just stop there. Let's have another look. Okay, so yield bonus jumped from 77 to 100. I wonder if it goes over that at all. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, there you go. There's a couple little spots. See, that was 97. I mean, here and there, a couple of little pieces. Oh, who cares? I don't know why that says plus 97, though. Because I would have well and truly have fertilised that, I would have thought. Anyhow. Alright, let's go do the other big field with fertiliser. And then once we've done that, we'll pop back to the shop and fill up with the fertiliser that's left. How are we going to do this one? Straight across the road without looking? That'd be alright. It doesn't make too much difference as long as we start fertilising, I guess. What we could do with this one, we might... This one's not quite a rectangle, it's a bit of a weird shape for a field, but it doesn't really matter, just goes across or lengthways. It's actually longer that way, I think. But at least we've done this top end here. I think that's enough stretching. Sorry about the glare there, guys. I'm looking kind of into the sun there a bit. See, I'm zoomed out as far as I can possibly go. I mean, if I miss a tiny bit, it's not the end of the world, but I might just do a U-E here and go back that way because I should be able to see my tyre tracks. Where would you go? About here somewhere? This is kind of the same thing, you know. Maybe you can do it in 3 again, I don't know, and I'm doing it in 4, or maybe you can do it in 4, I'm doing it in 5, I'm not sure. I mean, the fertilizer's not mega cheap, still $2,000 every 1,000 litres, so probably going to cost me, 3 grand to fertilize, but I should really get that back pretty easily with my extra produce, I guess, the productivity boost by the time you take into account everything that you're harvesting. Yeah, I think I should be right here. Go up to this area here. I should be able to get into that left-hand corner, and then I'll just turn around, come back. You know what? I reckon we're going to end up with about 1,500 litres left anyway. So if I turn around there, I'm definitely covering all of that. And then we'll go back. I might just head back in this line here. There's going to be maybe a little bit to the right that I have to come back, so I'll just do it's almost like 4 and a bit, 4.5 or something. So don't forget, I don't have to go right to the end because I started off fertilizing a big chunk of this stuff, so we'll just turn around here, make sure we get to the edge again. There you go, we're at 1652. So I reckon if I just turn here, we should have well and truly have fertilized all that, I think. So 1599, so yeah, we're back to where we were basically. I guess that will be plus 100 in some places, plus 97. It's still a bonus, I guess. It's still a benefit, but yeah, I'm not sure why it's plus 97, not plus 100, but yeah. That's good enough, and it's done now, so the good thing is we don't have to touch it until, what, next June or July? Now we just let it grow. We might have to come back and do a little bit of hoeing, so little bit of weeding here and there, I suppose. Well, actually, now that I think about it, we do have to actually go back and buy another little bit of fertilizer. We might as well go back and buy another bag, and then our fertilizer will be topped up. See how all the hay for the cattle is all topped up there, which is a good feeling as well. So we'll go do that. This is such a blind corner. I come out and I get hit, or I hit something. Well, I guess you could fix it by cutting down all the trees, but you kind of want the trees. Is this guy going too quick? He's too quick. Oh no. He avoided me. Not sure how much this tractor would weigh in real life. It can't be. Must be a fair bit more than a car. I reckon that would be, what, 5-ton tractor maybe? I don't know. I know the really decent sized ones start getting up around the 15 tons and 20 tons and whatnot, but I saw, what was it? Someone in real life, this is, in Australia here, had bought a new tractor. I think it was a blue New Holland, and it was like 16 tons. And then they put, what did they do? Not sure if they, no, I don't think they did put the extra wheels on. Like, when you see kind of like 4 wheels on an axis, or sorry, on an axle rather than 2. I mean, those wheels would be pretty blinking heavy, I would imagine. Anyhow, yeah, I wouldn't want to run into a tractor in real life in a car. Alrighty, time to go grab another one, because I reckon there's only a few 100 litres left in that bag there, so we'll just snag one more. We'll buy that, and we'll jump in and fill it all up, I guess. So that's the small bag. Oh, there you go. Okay, it'll be just under 3,000 litres, and it does, I think, 3,200 or something there, so there you go, perfect. I went to put the cover on, and it already decided to put the cover on. So there you go, just under 3,000 litres. So we're basically, well, we could go out and do contracts. I'll probably end up doing a contract off camera, and there's probably going to be a fertilising contract at some point, if not already there. I think there was one there earlier. Alrighty, so go home, The only thing that we can really sell today would be the timber. Isn't that so funny? Like, I can do pretty much a whole episode on Farming Simulator, and it's not really even a whole hour in the game. I mean, this is without, speeding up chunks of video and stuff like that. We won't dibble-dabble with the bus. The bus can just do what it wants to do there. 7:30 in the morning. Do you really need to still have your lights on? Was that just a safety thing, perhaps? Maybe. Alright, drop this off back in the shed. I don't think it would have got too dirty, would it? Like, it's not like I was fertilising in the mud. And then I think it might be time to go to the playground, see if we can drop off some of the timber here and sell it. See if we can get back some money. Kind of looking forward to what is it, about 30,000? Something like that. Just tuck it there out of the way. Whoops, don't push it over, Trev. You wanted to do that because you wanted to turn here. Where are we going? Can we get into here without damaging something else? She's close. I know, just before I take off too far with this, I just want to check something. How much longer before this throws some more timber? Oh, 718 litres right down the bottom for the wood planks. So that's still got a little while to go before it kind of produces another pallet of planks. So what do we get? 330,000. Let me have a quick look at the pricing here. Prices down the bottom. Wood beams. So at the playground, you're getting just over 10,000. So we get about 20,500 if we sold the two of those. It doesn't vary much, hey? It only varies by, what, $50 or something. Where's the... Is it wood planks? Is it up here? Or did I go past it? Maybe I went past it. Hang on. Is it under P for planks? It is. Planks. It's going down in price, but do you see what I mean? Like, that's 4,500. That's about 9,000. So we should make just under. So I reckon we're gonna come back at about 350, maybe, as a guess. That's all right though, 350,000, and basically we've kind of we've almost paid for the trailer, our third flatbed trailer, by doing that. And anyway, off camera I might do a couple of more contracts. I don't think there's a massive amount around, but might have to jump to the next month as well. Of course there's no traffic coming. I'm perfectly okay just to push my way out into the road there, Trev. Mind you, I don't know whether these... Oh, I don't think they'll move, would they? You know what? Oh, they did. I just saw that. Hang on. I know I've got to take these off. So hang on. You watch the traffic come up and beep the horn. Okay. I'm going to have to take them off to sell, but you know what I was just thinking? If I didn't do that, the odds are they'd slide off the flatbed, roll round on the ground, and then somehow I'd have to come all the way back, pick up the other tractor with the forks, and then drive out, pick it up, and then I'd have to take this all back, and then I'd have to tab back over to the John Deere again and bring it all the way back home, all for the sake of just putting on a few straps now. So wait till I get to the top of the hill for the playground and I'll unstrap and sell. I think that's the way to do it. This is one hill I'd love to test. I can't do 40k's up here. Even with the Challenger tractor here upgraded to 225 horsepower, it still doesn't have enough oomph. And plus I'm kind of going a bit slow here anyway because I don't want to see anything overturn or anything like that just yet. There you go. We're kind of back on a flattish, I should say, section. So we'll undo that, that, and now we should be able to sell. So what are we at? 330,843. See, I don't get that. That's about 10,000 more than I was expecting. 29,587. I'm not complaining, I'm just kind of going, how come that's so high? Do I get a bonus? I don't know. Anyway, we'll carefully navigate this even though we can't see because of the trees. And that's one thing they could do, is just completely take the trees out of the way when you're trying to look down like that. Don't have to worry about traffic coming from the right because it's a no-go zone behind me there. So if you know what I mean, it's kind of blocked off. Oh, I've gone past it now, but yeah. She's kind of blocked off, so I don't have to worry. I'm going back down here. Maybe I should get back in the cabin here for a sec. There you go. It's good and bad because I can't quite see if there's traffic coming the other way. I mean, if you were doing this in real life, you'd be kind of squinting a bit and looking up the hill. But then you wouldn't have to deal with the nutters that are driving around. Like in real life, they'd kind of go, "Oh, that's not a good idea to overtake in that point." These guys, they don't care. They just overtake wherever they want. Alrighty, well that was pretty good. So we ended up with more money than what we started the episode with, and now we've got for life, I guess, we've got ourselves our third flatbed trailer. So, and we've also fertilised all of our crops. And so I guess, what, October? So all of October, November should see us with the third trailer full, and then possibly a little bit more piled up. So we possibly gonna sell in December. I mean, we could sell one in December and the others in January, I guess. But yeah, they would be pretty big sales. Like I said, we should get about $250,000 when we sell all those things. And then at some point down the track, if I do expand, so I buy other paddocks and stuff, I can either grow more crops or we can start setting up a larger area for products. More greenhouses or something else, I don't know. Some other product line or something. We haven't even got into that yet. Wow. Let me just park this pretty much back where it was before. If I line it up properly, it actually sits here quite well. Tail is past there, that's pretty good. Alright. Cool. Alrighty. So that's looking pretty good. Feeling pretty chuffed about all that. So contract wise, will I work on something else? Oh yeah, there's a few popping in. So yeah, there's the fertilizer one I was thinking about. So I'm filled up with fertilizer now. I could do, that's just top left hand corner of the map. Yeah, it's not the biggest field, is it? Very small hoeing one, ploughing, nothing overly interesting. I might do that off camera. That's at a different location. If I can grab a few trees and bring them back, I'll fill up the sawmills and then keep them as close to 14,000 litres as I can. Keep them producing, which is a good thing, I think. So yeah, feeling pretty chuffed about that. This petrol tank's going to last a fair while as well. Actually, that was one thing I was just going to quickly check. Is there anything left in here at all? I don't think it says, but I have a feeling I used it all up to fill the... and this is only a small tank. Down the track we're going to be buying probably multiple large tanks to fill up and feed all the bigger machinery that we're working on around the farm, I guess. Anyway guys, I will have to leave the episode here. Super hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, you can really help the channel by smashing that like button for the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.